with me. It's crazy how they hate you for trying to put on your city. That's why as far as my circle, I'm real picky. Niggas claiming 100 but be counterfeit with 50. You only against me if you ain't with.
Champion, we are here, and I have a guest. Damn, I don't know how he ended up here, what happened, what transpired to get this man in the seat. Street star, the infamous.
Norbs, the most hated.
You're the most hated? You sure?
I think so.
I don't know.
You're the most liked.
No.
Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby. I said that before.
No.
I know you don't like the comparison.
That's not a proper comparison. That's not a proper comparison.
Well, not Bill Cosby. You're not popping nothing nobody's drinking.
No, period.
No.
I think that's a different comparison you need.
Yeah, my bad.
I think over the years, I've been getting some hate, man.
Yeah, it's Jay
I've been
Black's
getting
fault.
some hate. Everything is my fault. I get some hate.
know
Some
what?
random weird hate.
I'll say this about hate, Black. I'd rather the hate because at least you know how they really feel.
There you go.
It's the fake love that you got to worry about.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dropping gems.
Balls
Okay.
off the gate.
That's a
Okay,
fact.
Norbs.
Thanks. You gotta understand, like, we're talking about legend status, right?
Yeah.
You are a legend in battle rap for what you've done. You've actually changed the face of this game. You'll always be remembered.
Oh, he's starting off with compliments. I see it.
No, this is listen.
That's how you do it.
He watches the show. He watches me. He knows.
You've changed what people.
I think I'm a legend in battle rap media. I don't think in scope of battle
So
rap.
what? But Marv Albert's a legend in the NBA, and he doesn't play. That's what you are.
Kurt Sager.
Yeah,
Then
Craig
he
Sager,
passed away, yeah.
You know what I mean? These are legends.
Yeah. I
What
give you
they've
that.
added to the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you hear like the greatest moments in NBA history, you always hear Marv's voice.
Right.
And that's what you've become.
Bruce Buffer. Okay. I'll take
Okay.
that.
Right?
I'll take that.
So I'll give you that credit. Sorry, my bad about the Bill Cosby, but that's
That's
just
fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool.
Fine.
Shake my hand. Appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming through.
I'm always been there. That's my guy.
Rita's
Thank you
back.
for having
Finally.
me.
Scheduled.
You guys have been asking. I'm here.
She heads off. We gonna throw her in the mix a little bit. We gonna talk about this battle that just dropped on the app.
For the update.
App gang.
Update. I wasn't in the building.
Neither was I.
I was.
T-Top. Yeah, you was.
I was. I pulled up.
Why you come out and be in the building experience?
And the building was awesome. I mean, at any URL event, like there's the in the building feel will never translate to cam. Like, you know what I mean? Just the energy in the building, all the excitement. You know, it's always a thing. So shout out to URL for allowing me to enter the building. Yeah.
T-Top versus Cortez. A very debated battle online. You know what I mean? How y'all want to break this down? I don't think we should do round for round. We can, but
I feel like the battle really comes down to the second round. I
I
think.
disagree. Here we go.
Here we go. What round?
I thought the second round was clear.
4.
Go through my notes real
Yeah,
quick.
go to your notes real
Just
quick.
make sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing on champion.
Yeah, that's a fact, because they're
Hold on
only
one
going to keep
second.
the file.
Hold on one
man.
second. Hold on
we
one
go.
second. I don't
Here
think
we
the
go.
second
He got the
round-
Bah Humbug hat on because he's playing Scrooge here. Clear? The second round was clear?
Yep, Cortez got the second round.
Clear?
Yep.
Yeah, that's all right.
Clear.
It's early. I know it's, you know.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
It's in our normal day shooting.
Yeah, yep. I got
So I'm
Cortez.
assuming you gave quarter first?
I got the first being debatable. I think that's the round
Really?
we got to talk about.
Okay. I had it a
That's
little
the
different.
round.
I had core in the first, and I have the second debatable, and I edged it to T-Top. The third, can we agree?
Wait, you gave Core the first?
Yeah, core first was crazy.
I'm saying, so you gave Core the first clearly.
I mean, I have him winning the first. I mean, I edged
Watch your
Core the
words.
first.
Watch
I
your
edged
words. They
Core
gonna
the
get you in the
first.
comment section.
I did. I edged Core the first. I did.
Okay.
So, but can we all agree that T-Top won the third?
Yes.
Yes, we agree on that.
All right.
But how you feel, Rita?
I feel like the first and second both can be debated.
Okay.
For me, I have Cortez in the first, and I have Top in the second.
That's what I'm talking about.
I have more for Top in the second.
That's what I'm talking about.
However, overall, I have Cortez winning. I feel like all three of his rounds were very structured, and they came with all of it came with the message, and it was directed at Top.
Hold on, wait a minute.
It wasn't just some random bars that he could spit at anybody. It was
Hold on.
Top related.
Wait a minute. I'm literally reading the comments right now. I have Cortez in the first. I gave T-Top the second and third. But overall, I have Cortez winning. How'd that work?
What do you mean?
How does he win
Overall.
only the
Yeah,
first?
overall.
That's what she said.
I didn't
I
peep
have
that.
Cortez winning the first.
Okay.
I like
T-Top the second.
I like Tops more in the second. However,
And T-Top in the
overall,
third.
I'm giving it to Cortez. I feel
I
like
don't understand.
overall.
Where are these rules? It's Jay Black's fault that this is
my
even
fault.
allowed.
Where's the rule book? Where's the checklist? Because I haven't
So
read it yet.
you got T-Top winning 2 rounds and Cortez winning 1, right? But you got Cortez
Technically,
winning?
but I have Cortez
That's
winning
possible.
the
But you
battle
prefer Cortez.
overall.
Okay, so it's like on the act.
Hey, listen. Don't nobody get mad at you because, Surf versus Reed is debatable. Everything's debatable.
Oh, my
It don't matter how you say
Surf
it.
versus Reed.
Everything's debatable. Everything's debatable.
Jay Black said it. I mean, again, fire battle. I mean, these guys put on small room. Definitely like a volume feel. It was kind of invite only. A lot of battle rappers there. Select media, et cetera, et cetera. Shout out to everybody who's in the building. I can't name them all. I actually had a wager on this battle.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I had a wager on this battle. Ben Swayze and I can't remember his name, but the Spanish guy with the ponytail to be with Cortez and with Math. I bet both of them. We picked 3 judges in the building.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I will say this, it's
Who
just
they
like
give
in
it to in the
boxing.
building?
Huh?
What they give it to in the building?
Cortez.
So they did. But hear me out, right? So one
So
judge.
you already lost the bet.
No, but this is what happened though, because I need to explain this, right? Listen, I need everybody to understand what happened.
Listen.
I definitely was cheated, okay? I paid. Y'all know how
You
I
let
do.
Math pick the judges.
No. We agreed on 3 judges. I'm not gonna put them out there because you know what I mean. That's not what we do. But we picked 3 judges.
Yeah.
The first judge had it T-Top, second and third.
Yeah.
The second judge had Cortez first and second. So we get to the third judge, right? Third judge had Cortez in the first, T-Top in the second. Now he wants to explain the third. So he's going on and on. Yeah, T-Top had some stuff, but I feel like Shine overreacting to T-Top's bars, that made me edge Cortez. I'm like, so you gave Cortez a third. He's like, yeah. I said, oh my God. Even Ben knows that I was robbed. But I paid the debt. I said, all right, we picked judges. I feel like
That's not a good thing to do because if you go to any T-Tops battles, of course, K. Shine is going to support his brother.
Exactly.
That's-
And you're going to have T-Top losing every battle based on that.
That's
based on
First of all,
expected.
That's
the
what
fact
makes
What
that
else
you're-
is there to expect?
The fact that you're judging based upon someone's reaction.
Yo, that's what he said. That's really what he
That's
said.
stupid.
I was
That's
sick.
fine.
That's why picking the judges is so important.
Yeah.
It's so critical.
I didn't know he was going to do that. Either way, shout out to him. But my stomach was hurt when he said that. So you gave Cord a third. Like we were walking up, and when he said first and second, he gave the first to Cord and the second to T-Top. Ben literally was reaching in his pocket to pay me. And then guys going on and on. Man, listen.
Just
Anyway,
wanted to see you lose. It's okay.
But hold on, I want to get
the only reason that happened is Jay Black's fault.
It's
Jay Black's fault.
One thing I want to get into the angles that was did in the first and second between T-Top and
Cord.
Cortez.
Yeah.
And he talks about the Mook situation.
Yes, he does. I think the way he did it made sense.
Yeah. So how far y'all want to get into this?
I mean, I think that, I'll say this. I've talked to T-Top. I've never asked him flat out, hey, did you know about Mook's mom? However, I do know that T-Top is one of the best anglers in the game. Mm-hmm. And I do believe, again, I haven't asked him, but I believe that T-Top is not oblivious to what's going on with anybody that he's getting ready to battle. So you put somebody in front, T-Top is battling Jay Black tomorrow.
He lose clearly.
Oh God.
Like,
I mean, I don't know.
You know what's crazy?
He
mention
know that though. He know that though.
When you battle an angler, right? Somebody that wants their research has to be so in depth,
Right.
that they're never gonna leave no stone unturned.
Mm-hmm.
So me personally knowing how T-Top is and how he raps, his style needs that. So he definitely knew, in my opinion.
And see, with Cortez in this battle, no stone was left unturned. He spoke about just about everything there was to speak about. That's why, for me, overall, his rounds came together and it made more sense than what T-Top put together.
Okay. And then we back to T-Top, leaving no stone unturned. He rebuttals and said,
Mm-hmm.
"I didn't. Doesn't matter if I knew or not."
He basically said, I never confirmed nor denied.
it.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
pretty much confirming it, though.
Yeah.
maybe, but the thing is, it's about what Denzel said in Training Day. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. Him saying I've never confirmed or denied it. It's there's a term. Everybody, I know everybody out there is gangsters and thugs.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability.
Deniability.
That's it. Like, listen. I mean, it was on Twitter, but it's my op. I'm not checking his Twitter. And it's like, somebody might say, well, if that's your op, you are checking this way. You're looking for angles. But it's like, no, I don't need that. I can just rap better or whatever. Like, so
I think he confirmed it low key when he said, I never got mad when somebody talked about my mom and they do
what
that.
he said.
Instead of
Actually,
bird,
yeah, what he said, hold on. Yeah, I got that written down too, yeah.
Where the bird nigga talk, he's about my mom's and never got sore
about it. Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
That was fire. So.
I mean, you're talking about Mook, though.
This is a different situation too, yeah.
Right. Either way, I'll say this. Again, the subject in and of itself is touchy. I think the way Core did it was classy. He got into it, spoke his piece, and got out of it. Like, it wasn't the whole battle. Oh, you disrespected Mook's mom. Briz got punched. Like, that wasn't it. He got into it, said what he had to say, and got out, and then went back to T-Top. Yeah. So I appreciated, like, taking that angle. You know what I mean? That way it's not bringing it up. That whole situation is over and done with at this point. Hopefully, all parties are able to move forward and just, get back to battle.
And one thing he did bring up a few times in his battle was the falling incident. Which is, he brought that up in a few different ways, which was pretty funny,
I was like, I didn't fall off stage.
Yeah, because that's what he said. He said the only reason
you fell off.
The crowd can't hold you top. Like,
That was corny. That was corny. What did he say? The big stage, the crowd can't hold you up, no crowd surfing. I'm like, T-Top ain't never do no crowd surfing. And I know what he meant.
It's a
saying
play
like
off
the crowd.
The fall, man. The crowd ain't to hold him up.
That's definitely the best fall in the history of battle rap.
No, the best fall in the history of battle rap.
That's what Core told you.
Which is not true. Which is not true. Because on a basketball court, Core fell face first. Y'all seen the Midget Jones fall? Yeah, Core fall was worse than T-Top, Joe.
Twerk
T-Top
was
man
crazy too.
No, man, we're not talking about Twerk right now.
Well,
Twerk don't have nothing to do with this conversation, Lord.
That was a
Legacy.
That had nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Right.
That wasn't the update.
I'm just
Nobody
saying,
saw it though. Nobody saw it.
Exactly. Nobody
Only
saw
people
it.
in the building
You know
saw
what I'm saying? How about that? Get your pay-per-view up, Nords.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway. But, so I got a couple bars. So wait a minute. So you got Core 2-1.
I got it 2-1 either way in favor of Cortez slightly.
All right. I have...
Either way in favor of Cortez lately.
It's
easy.
It's edge. It's like an edge.
It's a 2-1 debatable.
So if you were to break down the rounds like boxing, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't
like boxing.
How did you
I
break
didn't do
it
that
down?
though.
How you do it?
But it's not boxing.
Like with the battle, you couldn't break it
If you
down
ate an
round for
orange
round.
like an apple, would you say that again?
It's like in boxing.
If you ate an orange like an
Just
apple,
because, like in boxing, just because you land more punches doesn't mean you win the fight.
it's a fact.
Tell Mayweather that, though.
But it's
a
true.
fact.
Yeah, I agree.
But remember, a lot of people don't land on
Tyson
it.
Fury
that's fact.
landed way more than Deontay Wilder, and
Yeah.
But that's
because of the
little
bang, bang.
corruption there.
yeah, you know, it's not
round, bang, bang.
there.
But that's how boxing. That's how battle rap should be judged.
You think so, like boxing?
Yes,
But
because
that's like saying it's like boxing though. Like,
it is like boxing.
but is it exactly like boxing though?
It's like boxing in a sense where it's going to be controversial, where people are not going to agree with all the decisions.
Right, because you have judges.
Yeah.
So somebody, and just using us three. So Jay Black, he's into the pen, the layered, the multis, etc. Me, I'm all about punchlines. Give it to me straight ahead, whatever. If we're watching the same battle, we're going to judge it differently. Somebody who doesn't punch as much.
I mean, but that's the same thing with judges. Like in boxing, you'll have a judge that likes aggression more.
Right.
He's chasing him
Coming
down
forward,
the fight.
right. But
He
then
may-
bring generalship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of take it in a whole. And plus, if you're a punchline fan,
Yeah.
your standard for punches is going to be a lot higher as well.
Right.
So that may work against the puncher.
Right.
So if Rum Nitty's not hitting on all cylinders,
Right.
you may feel Chilla Jones was more of a schemer.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
I think that would work if preferences and references wasn't involved. Like now, let's say you battle somebody that just does anime stuff like that, cartoon all day.
Lost.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
How can we? I understand everything he's saying, the One Piece, the Naruto, or whatever else, or some basketball stuff. Antetokounmpo, I know all of his siblings in the league. What if I get that, but the other person don't?
That's a
That's
fact.
why when you pick your judges, it's almost like an interview process. You're not gonna pick when you pick. All right, we're gonna pick
It's more like
Poison
picking
Pen
jurors.
or whatever. You gotta pick.
And that's the thing
somebody-
about not to show up, but that's the thing in battle rap. Like it's always one sided. The guy that gets all the gang references, the cook up crack and that and this
Absolutely.
won't get the
anime.
To me,
anime
I don't have a preference towards anybody.
Okay.
So I could be a perfect judge in a sense because I don't care if you're the major puncher. Me personally, when I judge a battle, is who basically performed out or who played out their game plan better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a puncher and you're not really hitting like that, and this guy's coming with a whole different scheme, and his shit is just hitting harder, then that's how I base it down.
But like
and I also
battle-
do 10-9, I do 10-8, 10-7s because I believe not every round is equal. You can win a round at 10-9, but it could be a knockout round. Like when Rex battled Math, that round 3 was a 10-8 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's different, variables that go into that. So that's how I would judge it. That's the only way that makes sense to me.
All right, so I'm gonna translate that for you. Basically, what he just said was T-Top won, 2-1.
I didn't watch the battle, I'm sorry.
That's all right. T-Top won, 2-1. No, I mean,
But the app has Cortez 44.
it does.
44,000.
It's hard to look at the app now. I don't.
It's hard to look at.
Now,
was
it's a
looking-
little confusing to me, though.
It is confusing.
Because it's all on hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's like, just because you hit
Just because you hit a million times don't mean.
Check-
All of that could be in one round.
I got a long drive to Jersey. Just check that at about 6:30 tonight. You're gonna be like, oh, hey.
He about to go
T-Top with
hitting
1
everything.
million, first person to hit a million on the app.
It's
But
limited
no.
now. It's 30. I think it's 30 reactions.
30
That's
per
it?
round.
Yeah.
It's 30 per round.
Per
Yeah, but
But that's
what
why-
about the next time I watch? Can I do 30 again?
I don't know.
We're gonna
I
figure
think-
it
I
out.
think it all goes
We're
by
gonna figure it
idea.
out
I
today.
think it may
I think it was
register,
like
but I
idea.
think you can add on to it if I'm not
We'll
mistaken. But if
figure-
the limit
that's
is
why
30,
you-
I think the limit would be 30.
We'll find out today. This question will be answered
That's
for y'all
why
in
you
the
can't have a
comments.
Here
fan
we
vote.
go.
Fans will never be good vote.
Yeah, it's hard.
Are
It's
we
hard.
all fans though?
Every single person.
In
You're
a
a
sense,
fan?
but there's different fans. If I talk to Jay Black, he's
Mm-hmm.
a fan. He loves Loaded Lux. But if I told him Lux's third round was the worst one I ever heard against Averb ever, and he disagrees, then I think you're a fan. Because it was terrible.
It
the
wasn't
worst
the
round ever.
worst third round ever.
His worst third round ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lux is
okay.
worse.
Lux
Yeah,
is
yeah,
third.
yeah.
Okay.
But that's just being, you
I got
gotta
you.
be real with the situation.
Okay.
Some
Lux
people
won
have
first and
fans.
second though.
Debatable.
Yeah, it's very debatable.
Alright. I give y'all that. Shout out to Verb.
I was underwhelmed. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
All right.
But that's just me.
Anyway, I got T-Top 2-1, second and third.
Okay.
You got
I have
T-Top
Cortez winning
overall.
based on overall the
But
material
T-Top second and
overall
third.
everything came together
I
better.
got you. I just making sure. But T-Top second and third.
That's why you gotta
That's
write
all.
down
I'm
the
just making
scoring.
sure that part.
Tell me boxing 10-9, 10-9.
I'm not scoring.
10-8.
I can score per round. However, I still have to look at the overall
I
battle.
got you. I'm just making sure that the comment section, you have T-Top second and third. That's
Shout
all.
out to the comment section. this is what I got. I got Cortez
Yeah, we
overall.
got-
His rounds just glued together more
Shit,
better
man.
for me.
That's the best way
Just is what
to
it
just
is.
be on the fence, to not pick a winner.
You know what's crazy? From
Go ahead.
what I've heard, from the majority of the consensus that I've got, people had Cortez winning. That's just what.
I will admit that. I have seen a lot of people saying Core won, but either
I
way.
think T-Top has some nice name flips, stuff like but it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
enough for what
Yeah,
Cortez brought to the table.
Yeah, he ain't go out with his homie and the girls all because he had court in the morning. What?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
Anyway.
Correspondent. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the conceited flips. I think one of his best flips was Mr. Bodega just to put his stoic.
So at the end, yeah, Ernesto. Yeah, what? Exactly.
I wish I would have watched him. So.
Should.
You
We're gonna leave it
should
right
watch
there though. I mean, hold on before we exit out.
Oh yeah.
Any one of these guys that would grace, your Born Legacy situation?
Come in.
Absolutely, anybody can. You know what's crazy that
Anybody
What about
talking
these- we
between
talking about
these two? These two brothers.
These
We
two,
trying to
yeah,
line
you
people
don't
up
duck
with
no
plates.
smoke on
We trying to
champion.
line battle rappers up with
me
plates.
Me and T-Top have talked about possibly Born Legacy.
Born Legacy 9. That's the next one.
You know what it is? Everybody, like, it's kind of crazy that Born Legacy kind of evolved into like a tour.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
people wanted in this state, that state.
Yeah, I saw you did the poll.
So
Where
what,
do people
what
want?
are the locations that you have eyes on right now?
Don't give it away.
He's gonna
Honestly,
give us multiple locations here. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what he
wanna
did- that's
see
what he did
the
on
vibes
Twitter.
is about to be.
Dallas is one location I'm looking at.
Dallas?
Houston
Don't
is
tease
another.
them either. Don't tease
Okay.
them.
No,
They'll start
this-
tweeting you crazy.
No, they could tweet as much as possible, but the West Coast has been really strong. They've been really adamant.
Okay.
Louisiana, New Orleans,
Yeah.
Miami.
Nola.
It's been
Nola.
Yeah.
the Carolinas.
Okay.
So it's like, honestly, it's been crazy. I didn't think it was going to evolve to something like this, and it kind of did. Like, it's literally like we wanted it in our city. First time we did Tampa, I remember talking to Beasley, and Beasley's like, yo, I don't want to show up to the event. There's 88 people at the event.
Right.
And when you got there, all the parking lots were sold out. Like, it was crazy. So, like, the reception we getting is crazy, and that's why I don't want to do them as frequent, and when I do them, I want to time them to where it's going to, and you want to put other people on there. Like, even when I did the chess thing with Geechee, people killed me.
Go ahead, talk to me. It's me.
Oh,
That was me
no,
too. That was me too.
I'm here. I'll take it. I
Listen,
apologize.
he killed me.
I apologize.
And I just, it was just a vision. Like Beasley was like, yo, like we got to do this and that. Like it's not a refurbished shop. You know what I'm saying? I just look for great matchups, and I think Chess was misunderstood when he was doing the whole, battle stuff. Like people forget, he's been doing this since when we found him, he was 15 years old.
15, 16.
Right? Like when you were 15, 16, you weren't really caring about half the things that he's been experiencing.
Right.
You're
Right.
you're literally the head of the household. You're the man of the house. You're dealing with this. You're literally on stage at 16 at Nome against, Tay-Rock or whoever.
Right.
Like, it's a lot to take
And
in.
a lot of times he didn't give excuses. Cause I remember being in the building.
That's a
like
fact.
people passed away. He didn't say nothing.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
People in the building knew, but that's about it.
I remember
Like,
when I
damn.
put the call in to Chess. I had interviewed him like a couple weeks before on the podcast, and he said, "If you give me who I want, I'm gonna show you who I am." And I was like, "Chess, those are words you're gonna have to live by." People were killing him.
Right.
And ironically, how that battle happened was because of T-Top.
Okay.
T-Top, it was supposed to be T-Top versus, it was supposed to be actually Geechee Gotti versus Clean Paper, right?
Okay.
Clean Paper ends up getting obliterated
Right.
in
By
the volume-
T-Top.
yeah,
Yeah.
by T-Top. So,
Which they said was debatable once it dropped too.
well, whatever.
Yeah, Cal says clean one. Cal is on Twitter on record saying clean one.
Listen,
love
he
battle
loves
rap, man.
the general
I love
consensus was he got killed. I was
Right.
in the building.
Yeah, me too. I
He said it himself. He went on
Yeah,
the
he's
15
like,
minutes
that's what-
game when it comes real.
Why y'all debating this? And the man said he lost. Like
He said he could. Now he didn't say he lost. He said he can't hang with
Right.
today's battle rap,
Right.
which is just conceding defeat.
Right.
So I get a call right the next morning. You know my brother Gerald. He calls me and
I call him Big Gerald.
yeah, Big Gerald. He's very adamant about it. We do everything together. We, plan the cards. Not financial. I'm talking about like just what do you think about this matchup?
Right. Bouncing ideas.
And it was Gerald's idea. Gerald says, I
yeah,
got the
yeah.
matchup for Gotti. And I'm like, who? He goes, Chess. I'm like, G, do you understand? If I give him Gotti, they're going to kill him.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, who cares? It's going to be the battle of the year. And I was like, I called Chess. I said, Chess, if I got Gotti on the table, what you going to do? He was like, I'm going to go crazy. I need to talk to him. I then called Beasley. Beasley's big bro. I talk to Beasley damn near every day. Beasley, what do you think? Norbs. They're going to kill us, Norbs. How are we going to give him this battle? And I'm like, yo, just chill. I got this. And whenever I book battles, I kind of play them in my head.
Okay.
I play them in my head. That's why I don't like to just do random shit.
Okay.
And I was just like, yo, Chess, the ball's in your court. We're going to do it. After, Beasley was tight. I'm not gonna lie. He was not happy about the battle. Smack was like, yo, Shane, but and I'm like, bro, it's going to work.
Right.
And, Gotti, the crazy shit is, Gotti told me when I called Gotti, it wasn't even like a hesitation.
Yeah.
He said Chess was one of the 3 people he's always ever wanted to battle. So he goes, I'm going to talk to him. And they ended up speaking.
Yeah.
And, every other day I would call Chess, be like, Chess, Born Legacy 6 is coming.
Right.
You know what's up? And he's like, bro, I'm already ready. I'm ready right now. We can spit it. And you see what happened.
It's fired up. It's fired up.
Man, let me ask you this. A lot of that comes up within the culture. They're going to kill us for this.
Yeah.
Ain't y'all URL, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Because at the end of the day, no matter what y'all do, you're going to get killed in the comments.
That's a fact.
Everybody's going to have something to say about everything, anytime, anywhere.
I mean, listen, even with this Rookies vs. Vets didn't come out, right?
Oh, hold on. Let's stop
Yeah.
right there.
Stop.
That's
Yeah.
a whole
Hold on. It's a whole
conversation.
separate
Let's
con-
stop.
no,
Let's
it's a
stop.
separate episode.
Let's stop you because this is hold on.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna jump into this too.
Yeah.
Champion.
You only against me if you ain't with me. It's crazy how they hate you for trying to put on your city. That's why as far as my circle, I'm real picky. Niggas claiming 100 but be counterfeit with 50. You only against me if you